Grand rising, grand arrival, grand return. Peace and blessings to the righteous and the repentant alike. Thank you for joining our Spiritual Freedom Zolkin Cycle, Day 9. Today we are working with Maluk. Our mantra is, I am pulses in order to purify, realizing flow. I am seals the process of universal water with the solar tone of intention. I am guided by the power of life force. Today's virtue of Benjamin Franklin's 13 virtues is moderation. Avoid extremes, forbear resenting injuries so much as you think they deserve. Thank you again for joining us. Let's move very quickly as we have been through this information. Trying to get the rest of these done today so that I can go back and edit the document. Again, I'm grateful for you guys being here. So today's is day 9, which is Kin 9. It's December the 9th, 2025. The entity's name is Maluk. The color is red. The tone is solar tone, which is Rashafiel. The seal is the moon, which is Sariel, not Sarahel, but Sariel. The plant is the red morning glory, which is Ipomoea coccinea. Okay, that's what it looks like. It's very pretty. Let's talk about the astrology really quickly. Not a lot has changed. I can see we have this trine between what's going on with Chiron? Between Chiron and Juno. So Chiron is getting some positive energy. Soon it'll be the sun, and then it'll be Venus again. So that's really interesting. I knew that was new. This ongoing square is now exact between Mars and Saturn. So we have an exact square, and I know people don't like squares, but I think this is really great. This is really good. Finally, there's some checks and balances that's coming into play. That's still sextile. This is Jupiter is square Chiron now. So I think that's also good. That's, hey, did those people get the money they need to heal their wounds? What's going on here? So that's what that is, right? This is still trying to, Jupiter is still trying to the black moon Lilith. Mercury is almost into Sagittarius. We still have Venus at the head of our chart. And that's basically about it. So let's talk about the moon. This is a waning gibbous moon, 71.2% illumination. The new moon is coming on December 19th and the full moon on January the 3rd. Okay. We already did the mantra. Let's talk about this virtue. Moderation. Avoid extremes. Like, again, I was not in a frenzied state trying to get the videos done, trying to get them all done on one day, which was not like healthy. So I literally got sat down where it was like, nope, I'm too tired. There's other things I have to do. So avoid extremes. Forbear resenting injuries as much as you think they deserve. If you don't resent the fact that things are taking so long, right? That's what it's saying. As long as things are not taking longer than you think they deserve. So example I have of this is they gave my daughter suspension, in-school suspension, because she was defending someone, okay? And I told her she did the right thing, and there's nothing that they can take from me to make me think she did the wrong thing. So they had told her she was going to get in-school suspension, but they didn't tell her how long. They didn't tell me. Very, very suspect. So I let her do one day of in-school suspension, and then I took her out of school until the whole thing passed over, because I was like, what you're not going to do is continue to punish this girl when she doesn't deserve it. She does not deserve it, so you're not going to continue to punish her, okay? And so moderation. And most of these schools, just FYI, are not moderate. They don't have any moderation. This is why these elites and all these people are in trouble, because they're always extreme. There's no moderation. And when you're a reasonable parent who tries to bring up, hey, you guys should like have some rules, be moderate in how you treat these children. No, they don't want to hear that, because they're the experts and their degrees are not professional degrees anymore. So I could be nice about that, but I think they deserve to have that rubbed in their face for a little while longer. Okay. This is the solar seal. Raphael Ophiuchus is the zodiac. The Celtic tree is the reed. The tribe is Naphtali. The Chinese zodiac is the monkey. The chakra is the heart chakra, not the higher heart, just the heart chakra. Remember, if you're going to look at the frequency, look at the exact frequency, which is 648. Don't just type in heart chakra, okay? The biblical famine is 2 Kings 25:3. The filing of the body is lewdness. Again, extreme would be lewdness, like hitting on somebody, being grotesque towards them, gross towards them. That's lewdness, okay? That's extreme. You don't need to do that. And the mercy of God is keeping mercy unto the thousands. Most people, not most people, a lot of people are engaged in lewdness right now. And so it is our job to be moderate, which is to give them mercy. Does moderation mean no injuries? No. As you think they deserve. They need to be injured for their lewdness, but just not, don't overdo it. Don't go overboard. Be moderate in your response, okay? Moderate, okay? So we're at 23 degrees of Scorpio in Mount Olympus, 17 degrees of Sagittarius in American Troy. Is a 6th lunar mansion, the 8th night of creation, the 11th Zolkin month, the 26th day of that Zolkin month, is the 30th market week. C3 is the nun day, and the planetary numerology, this is a 6th day. This is the yellow or white tiger of the west. It's Tuesday. We have Chiron at 22 degrees of Aries retrograde and Cupido at 8 degrees of Capricorn. I don't know why my nose is so itchy. I don't know what's going on. We don't have a separate guide today, so I just wanted to see. So let's talk about Raphael first. Raphael is number 24 and also on the Council of Elda. It is the movement of God, which is the stars, okay? Speaks the language of Eden. So if you want to know about Eden, you have to follow the stars, okay? Rohini was a star goddess from yesterday, but hold on. Anyway, I'm not going to do that. Let's keep moving forward. It's repentance for being too adult and hard-hearted, body of the majesty of God, guardian of visionaries, elder of vagabonds and dispossessed, master of the awe of God, teacher of long-suffering, enemy and accuser of impulsive and hateful. Again, lewd is the accuser of the lewd, okay? Herald of pleasant surprise. Raphael is related to 8 degrees of Aquarius to 21 degrees of Aquarius. The masculine counterpart is Tyrre, which is the rock of God, and that's gold or shiny jewelry. Your bling, blingy, blingy, bling. That's what is related to Raphael, okay? This is the ninth solar tone related to the north direction. It's the heart chakra. The heart chakra is related to 648 hertz, okay? The heart chakra is the house of love, forgiveness, compassion, trust, and empowerment. It is believed that this is where the soul sits. This is our deepest connection to divinity. For humans are the physical manifestation of love. Humans are the physical manifestation of love. All right? Raphael is related to the 25th lunar mansion, and the spirit intelligence is Lavamezu. So let's talk about Lavamezu. To influence and control the plant kingdom is the task of the 25th head of the moon sphere. He reveals to the spiritualite all the mysteries of life, of sprouting and growing, and shows him how to master this kingdom by moon spirituality. The spiritualite is then able to accelerate or stop growth at will. Following the instructions given by this head, the spiritualite is able, by help of moon magic and applying certain Kabbalistic words, to make fertile in a supernatural way a whole field, no matter how large it may be, or vice versa, to make it infertile and change into a desert. This is the type of stuff I'm talking about. If we're native to the land and we knew about this spirit intelligence, how were they able to force us into slavery? Learning this kind of stuff just made it like this is impossible. They can't force anyone who knows this stuff into slavery, because I can make it so your crops don't grow. How can you force me to do something when I can make your crops not grow? Why would you even want that kind of person in your field who can get mad at you and, you know, your lack of moderation and decide, yeah, your crops are done growing? Just like I said with the price of gold. The price of gold is too high. It needs to come down to 1970s prices. That will force everything to deflate to the rate it's supposed to be at, which is what we need. We need a major deflation event. And Lava Mezu is the one who can make it happen. So that's what I'm requesting while we're doing this video. Bring it down to $300 an ounce. Silver can be whatever. It's supposed to be 20 to 1. Whatever that number is, make silver that price. The price of houses will come down. The price of gas will come down. How much money you make will come down. But it's not necessary to have all this money. We need a major correction in the commodities market. Because it's got to come down. Everything is too high. We can't keep raising prices. Prices must come down. And I don't care if these businesses lose. Again, I'm back up here. As you think they deserve. These Fortune 500 companies, these major corporations deserve to lose everything. They deserve to be reduced to their rates being in alignment with 1970s gold prices. Okay, that's what they deserve, because they have not provided any benefit, in my opinion. All right, so here we've got Sariel, which is the crescent of God. That's clearly the moon led. Wait a minute, this is the stars and the moon together. Okay, this is a sword or a gun, and it teaches doubt. This is the 9th lunar mansion, or the 9th solar seal, which is the red moon, was the blood moon. Okay, so not just any moon, it's the blood moon. And this is related to the direction north. And then we have Sandra here. And the last one is Rohini, which is the star goddess. This one is Chandra, which is the moon goddess. Okay, so let's talk about Maluk. Maluk is a sign of peace and freedom, but also encompasses the challenges that we face to maintain those things, also known as water or offering. That's interesting. It's a 9th sign of the Mayan zodiac. It represents paying off your past due debts, which can either be spiritual or physical. Keywords: offering, payment, sacrifice, intuition, deep things, secrets, bringing things to light. Meditate on water, emotions, wisdom, creativity, and leadership. Other totem is water. Maluk comes from the words offering, fine, and payment. It also comes from the words to help, words to help, to socialize, to listen, and to understand. General characteristics: Mayan water Maluk sign people are natural leaders who have excellent emotional wisdom. Water is known to be a symbol for emotion, so it makes sense that this sign has emotions that run deep. They are wise and are aware when it comes to their emotions. Water people are imaginative and will be attracted to careers that encompass their deepest emotions, as an artist where they can use their deep emotions to create vision. They love to dream big and are very intuitive and even psychic. Their intuition coupled with powerful emotions can lead to a career as a detective or forensic psychologist. In relationships, the Maya zodiac Maluk can find special someone and deeply commit. This commitment and drive will also help them achieve their ultimate goals. They have a vision for their life and will try everything they have to make it come to fruition. They all go the way trying to achieve whatever they desire. This will make them successful in any career and put their minds to. They need to take special care of their health, as their immune system can become weak if they let their emotions get the best of them. Maluk is about bringing dark things to light. It is a day of giving offerings and making sacrifices. It is also a day to use your intuition and be aware of your emotions. In the story of humanity, Maluk is the offerings brought to the father mother in hopes of reconnection with humankind. Okay, so they messed up and they tried to reconnect with us, and they used Maluk. All right, the animal is a shark. The energy is passion, beginnings, and unity. Effects is beginnings. The color is red. Element is fire. Energetic places are beaches and big rocks. The gemstone is lapis lazuli. Maluk is a good day to focus on giving offerings to the earth, asking for the strength to avoid mistakes, paying debts or bills, and making up for missed obligations, asking for rain, using your intuition, being aware of your emotions. People ask for strength to avoid mistakes and for the end of their sufferings. People also, I'm asking, please, Maluk, bring me to the end of my suffering, like, please. People also ask for dark things to come out into the light. Expose all of these people who have been doing this stuff to our people. Okay, what are our Maluk? Our days are good. Maluk days are a good time to analyze your wishes and prayers and connect them to any rituals or practices you follow. Find the connection between your wishes and what you do to manifest them. It is also a good day to ask for protection for yourself and your loved ones. Be thankful for everything you have and ask to be free of negative energy. Let's see if I put it on here. All right, let's talk about Chandra a little bit. Chandra. All right. Literally shining moon, okay? But really we're talking about the blood moon, the red moon, shining red. Is the Hindu god of the moon and is associated with the night, plants, and vegetation. He is one of the Navagraha, 9 planets of Hinduism, and Dikpala, guardians of the directions. Soma is one of the most common other names used for this deity, but the earliest use of the word to refer to the moon is a subject of scholarly debate. Some scholars say that the word Soma is occasionally used for the moon in the Vedas, while other scholars suggest that such usage emerged only in the post-Vedic literature. In the Vedas, the word Soma is primarily used for an intoxicating, energizing, healing plant drink and the deity representing it. In the post-Vedic Hindu mythology, Soma is used for Chandra, who is associated with the moon and the plant. The plant being marijuana, okay? Hindu texts state that the moon is lit and nourished by the sun, and that the moon is, and that is moon where the divine nectar of immortality resides. In the Puranas, Soma is sometimes also used to refer to Vishnu, Shiva, or Somanta. Okay, Yama and Kubera. In some Indian texts, Soma is the name of an aspara, alternatively the name of any medicinal concoction or rice water gruel, or heaven and sky, as well as the name of certain places of pilgrimages. They talk about Soma here. All right, so we're talking about the moon. It's tone 9. I won't say that. All right. So that's all. I'm not going to go into more detail. Thank you for joining our Spiritual Freedom Tzolk'in Cycle video for day 9. I appreciate all of you all being here, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Shalom.